I'm not skilled enough. They'll see right through me. Why even try? I find myself in this familiar place once again, gripped by the anxiety that perhaps I am not prepared, that I might stumble in front of the client and reveal my unworthiness for this role. Young professionals often find themselves under the relentless weight of expectations to succeed. As I sit at my desk, my thoughts are drawn to the intricate details of a luxury property that awaits my presentation tomorrow. As uncertainty settles in, it softly suggests that I may not possess what is needed, clouding my mind. Each contract feels like a challenge that I am destined to struggle with. Monday morning arrived with a clarity that filled the office, bringing it with a quiet sense of anticipation. My gaze fixed on the glossy brochure for a luxury property. The soft murmur of my colleagues' voices drifted over from the coffee corner, creating a gentle backdrop to my thoughts. The pitch stretched on for 2 hours, and I felt a knot of anxiety twisting in my stomach. After weeks of preparation, immersing myself in research, crafting the perfect presentation, and rehearsing in front of the mirror until my reflection mirrored the exhaustion I felt. As the seconds slipped away, a single thought echoed in my mind. I'm not ready. As I sifted through my notes, the words seemed to come alive, swirling gently before my fingertips. What if I miss the important details? What might unfold if the client truly understood my intentions? As I tried to focus, the uncertainty swelled around me, creating a cacophony that overshadowed my confidence. I observed my experienced friend effortlessly sharing laughter over the phone with a client. I reflected, the comparison weighing heavily. She would never question her worth in this way. As I stepped into the conference room, my heart felt as though it had just sprinted a marathon, and my palms were damp with sweat, a physical manifestation of my nerves. The attentive investor sat quietly, their expression a mix of contemplation and uncertainty. As I began to speak, the words seemed to get stuck in my throat. I stumbled across the field, my voice faltering, my thoughts slipping away from me in that moment of uncertainty. With each uncomfortable silence, the client's once polite smile began to fade into a frown, and I felt the opportunity slipping through my fingers. He expressed his gratitude with a hint of anger when it was over and left without mentioning any next steps. I found myself standing in the quiet room, the stillness heavy with a sense of unworthiness. I allowed my self-doubt to take control, and it cost me more than just a deal. It took away a part of my confidence. I came to the realization that something needed to change at that moment. I couldn't allow that to happen again. I need to change my perspective. A significant opportunity just came in today, this time for a property of even greater renown. A familiar fear began to surface, whispering doubts about my abilities and reminding me of past failures. But at this moment, I found myself pausing. I shifted from my desk to the window, allowing the cool glass to provide a sense of calm and grounding. I took a deep breath, allowing the air to fill my lungs and ground me in the moment. I softly repeated to myself, I have the tools to succeed, as if it were a gentle mantra guiding me forward. With each step I take, I am evolving. As I closed my eyes, I reflected on the countless hours dedicated to preparation, the insights I had gained, and the deep passion that fueled my journey. The uncertainty was still there as I opened my eyes, but it felt gentler, less overwhelming. With a calm resolve, I returned to my desk for a final look at my notes. This time, the conference room felt transformed, more inviting, less intimidating. The client, an insightful buyer, listened intently as I spoke, my voice steady and assured. I recognized the areas where I was still growing and confidently shared my knowledge, rather than pretending to have all the answers. The client nodded, taken aback by my openness and enthusiasm. Even though the deal wasn't finalized immediately, he requested a follow-up meeting, a sign of trust that took me by surprise. As I stepped out of the room, a burden lifted from my shoulders, giving way to a sense of quiet pride. Though I wasn't the best agent yet, my presence made a significant difference. That moment signified a transformation. For what felt like an eternity, I struggled with self-doubt. Yet I couldn't help but wonder why it had such a strong hold on me. The pressure loomed large, a relentless demand to achieve lofty goals in a fiercely competitive landscape. As a young woman, I often sensed the need to work twice as hard to find my place among those who had more experience. As I sat there after that successful pitch, a new perspective began to unfold before me. I have come to believe that the present moment holds joy and happiness. It's about embracing your current situation, rather than chasing after perfection or seeking to be an expert based solely on knowledge. I found myself in a place where growth was essential, much like a seedling breaking through the soil. I had not yet reached the height of a mighty tree. That realization eased the tension I had been holding inside. I found myself trapped in a cycle of self-loathing, convinced that achieving success meant I had to be perfect. I have to be the best. Like a river carving its path, I came to understand that it was my endurance, not my perfection, that truly defined my strength. As I took a deep breath, I became aware of the solid ground beneath me, grounding myself in the present moment. I chose this path to build a legacy, prioritizing meaning over the pursuit of a flawless existence. Each challenge and every pitch offers a chance for growth and self-discovery. My worth is rooted in the consistent effort I invest each day, in the passion that propels me onward, rather than in any singular outcome. In moments when uncertainty begins to creep in, I embrace myself with kindness and understanding. I remind myself that development is a journey, not a destination. Reflect on the strengths I demonstrated that day, regardless of their size. It provides me with a sense of stability, even amidst intense circumstances. Everything seems to make sense now. Self-doubt serves as a gentle reminder, guiding me to focus on the present moment. It does not hold me back. It's reassuring to know that perfection isn't the expectation placed upon me. At this moment, I sense a newfound lightness, an increase in confidence, and a deeper sense of peace. If self-doubt ever holds you back, take a moment to pause, breathe deeply, and remind yourself that each step you take is a part of your growth journey. Your journey of learning signifies growth. That alone is a valuable achievement.